Jeff Hazard, along with a dedicated team, built a strong architecture practice at Koch Hazard Architects in the Sioux Falls area, beginning in 1988. Jeff produced thoughtful projects, approaching each design with earnest inquiry. His designs can be seen across South Dakota, Minnesota, and Iowa. Jeff's work has been recognized at the local, state, and national levels, with nearly 50 projects recognized through the American Institute of Architects South Dakota Chapter Design Awards program. Jeff's leadership in the community was felt through his participation on over 30 boards. His contributions to the architecture of South Dakota will be felt for generations. Jeff relentlessly pursued the idea of continuous improvement and inspired and mentored those around him to do the same.
It's a little different being up here talking about someone that's gone. He's been away. He died 5 years ago, August 30th, and his dad died 10 years to the day before him. So it's pretty strange. I've made a few notes for myself here, and I always like to have like a little something to remind myself what I'm going to talk about. So this time it ended up being FAQ, which we normally talk about as frequently asked questions. But in this time, I've decided to talk that these mean to me for this speech: family, architecture, and quirkiness. Quirks. So I think I'm going to do it backwards because I can always cut some of those other things off. I got to tell you some of the quirky things that Jeff did, or that I know about. The office tells me stories that, whew, I didn't know about some of those. Woo! So one of the things that comes to my mind is Jeff's hatred for chewing gum. So he didn't like people coming into his office chewing gum. And when a new person joined the office, they were educated a little bit in what to do. Don't ever go into Jeff's office chewing gum. So if they did go into the office, I don't know, Brooke, you can probably tell me, did he just ignore them? Did he say, "What are you doing?" Come back later, she says. And in early times of our marriage, we were both working in San Francisco, and you know how traffic can get really heavy? Or when you're driving, period, I don't care what's going on, you have to focus. So that you turn the radio off. You really focus on what you're doing. And one day we're going home, coming from San Francisco, heading over the Golden Gate Bridge, and I'm telling him some of the things happening in my day, and he says, "Stop talking." I thought, oh, it's getting nervous, you know, the traffic's bad. Then it looks like everything was clearing up, so I continued talking again and started saying something. He says, "Stop talking." And so then I really knew it was serious, and I didn't talk any further, but that's how Jeff was. He could have said, "I really got a lot on my mind right now. Could you just give me a chance to unwind for the day?" But no, for Jeff, "Stop talking" was enough. And to the end of his life, I think he used that phrase to me about 2 weeks before he died. Let me see, what other quirky thing did I have to say about Jeff? Nobody's helping me. Okay. So now going backwards on there, I wanted to say that when we moved to Sioux Falls in 1988, Jeff, I think only a few months afterwards, maybe the next year, he was in the 4th class of Forward Sioux Falls, and he practiced his speech on me, and it was about downtown, that downtowns, how much they mattered, and how you had to have a mixture of both people living downtown and businesses downtown to be able to make it successful. And not only living downtown, but people owning and caring about downtown. So that was as early as '88, and he really did spend a lot of time, energy on making downtown what it is and making downtown really kind of a model city right now. We do hear a lot of things about just how good our big little town is. And I give Jeff a lot of credit for that. It's hard for me to say that. And along with caring about that, it also says where you come from when it comes from family. And Jeff always is noted for giving credit for any awards that the firm had, always went to the clients. Because if the clients hadn't hired them, they couldn't be doing the projects they were doing. So he said the clients are the ones who get the awards. And so in that same vein, I wanted to say that the people that get the credit for Jeff being who he is his family. Mim and Bob Hazard. Mim was Marilyn Weller from Mitchell. And Bob, actually Bob had the name Robert Zenas. Is that how you pronounce it, Rob? Zenas? Robert Zenas Hazard Jr., okay? And I know Jeff always thought that was a pretty cool name, but you'll notice Jeff was the firstborn. He's Jeff. His little sister, who he just absolutely adored, Pam, sitting here tonight. And then a little tag-along came around, and the parents changed their mind, and he got the name RZH III. You lucky dog, you. So the family's a very loyal family. Got a lot of good upbringing through that. Also, the firm that Jeff joined was Koch Hazard Architects. And Jeff always loved that firm and loved the people that worked with him. And I want to thank Brooke for going through all the effort of making a beautiful table out there. Thank you, Brooke, for doing that. And I missed one other family member here, and that's Nolan's here tonight, and that's Rob's oldest son. So thank you to family. Thanks for the award for Jeff, and my 6 minutes are up. Thank you.